rebellion and rejecting social norms, not going with the flow, going your own way. But also, there's a warning with this degree that we need to rein ourselves in, rein in where our focus goes, because if we don't, we're going to be blown off course. Hello and welcome back as we continue our journey through astrology, 2 degrees at a time. We're seeing the insight, the psychological profiling, the individual storylines of each degree of the zodiac. Today we are on Leo Aquarius 3. Thank you so much for being here. Without further ado, let's jump into Leo 3. A mature woman keeping up with the times, having her hair bobbed. A female priestess having her head shaved. A rickshaw. Walking down the street, a man passes his double. A man teaching the practical application of spiritual principles. The stone here is pyrolusite. It is a stone of transformation and purification. It helps align all the chakras, stabilizes relationships, repels negativity. Both stones will be in the description if you'd like to take a closer look. So let's talk about hair and having it shaved and bobbing it. Couple ways to take this. When this symbol first came about, women all wore their hair long. It was scandalous to have short hair. To cut it short was to reject social norms. So on one hand, it is rejecting social norms. Another way to look at having hair shaved is the head is where all the ideas are. And to have wild hair is to have a lot of wild ideas. And to be psychically attuned to what's happening, like all of our senses. It's a lot of sensory ability is stored in the hair, comes through the hair. So to bob it, like when people go in the military, they shave their head. That's the first thing that happens to them. And it's a way of removing individual ideas so that everybody is the same. One aspect, it is rejecting social norms, not going with the flow, going your own way. But also, there's a warning with this degree that we need to rein ourselves in, rein in where our focus goes, because if we don't, we're going to be blown off course. Our curiosity can take us off in directions that may not be where we want to go. To bring the point home of how to interact with our feelings and be guided by them, this morning when I was off track, looking at things I didn't need to be looking at, because I already am focusing on astrology to bring these videos to you. I am already focusing on astrology to finish up a major project that I'm getting ready to release. And I already have sewing as my relaxation when time permits. I did not need to be looking at anything else. When I was, and I was spending a little too much time on it, I felt sick to my stomach. And I knew that to mean, knock it off. Stop looking at that. You don't need to be doing that. That is a distraction that is going to blow you off course. And so I knew to stop it. It did not mean that I had a stomach bug. It just meant that my body was telling me, don't do that. So that's a way that our emotions and feelings can guide us to stay on track, stay on course. Also here we want to embrace feeling youthful, but being wise at the same time. That's the mature woman. Going with the trends of what young women do, she brings it together. She brings wisdom together with youthful vibrancy. Let's take a look at Aquarius 3. A deserter from the Navy. Journeyers reaching a vista overlooking a forested valley. A shipwrecked sailor washes up on a tropical island. A man in a boat wakes up just in time to avoid a waterfall. A vast, ornate Hindu temple depicting hundreds of gods. The stone here is stibnite. used to visualize wealth during meditation. It removes and cleanses negative energy that is not serving our wellness. The message here is that in order to realize who we are as unique individuals in the world, we have to step outside of social norms. Deserter from the Navy. So stepping out of the collective consciousness, the ocean, the Navy, deserter, allows us to realize self-actualization. Because if we stay in a box, stereotypical boxes, oh, a woman of this age wears her hair this way, she dresses that way, she acts this way, we're never going to figure out who we are if we keep following that. Rebellion and rejecting social norms. There's an ability to see ourselves, the doppelganger thing. So if you notice people that look like you as you're going about your day, whether it's online or in the store, pay attention. We're projecting ourselves out. And the Hindu temple with all the different gods, God is everywhere and nowhere all at once. He's the 0 point and infinity. And that is a representation of who we are. So whatever we're seeing in the outward always is what we're projecting. But here, on this degree, we're seeing it right up in our face. We're passing people that either are dressed like us or look like us or act like us, see things about ourselves which can be very helpful. So pay attention. Notice what you're seeing without judgment. Just take it in. There's an ability to feel the echoes of the future in today. So seeing patterns now that are foretelling of the future. Having a sense of I am playful, I am resourceful, I am generous will have long-lasting implications here. Because if we step out of the norm and become quote-unquote the deserter, that can have with it a sense of loneliness, feeling isolated. So if we feel we're playful, we're infinite, we always have what we need, we're very resourceful, it could be very helpful on this degree. That we always reach our destination, that God is guiding us. God is within, God is everywhere, and becomes manifest when we need it. We call and we need it, it's there. So having that sense is helpful here. And the ability to feel when we're going off course. So this is going back to man in the boat wakes up right before he goes over a waterfall. It's seeing where we need to change course so that we stay on the path. So a very curious degree, keeping busy, making yourself busy, scrambling around from one thing to another as a distraction, as escapism. Escapism is really what's being talked about here, reining that in. Notice how different other people are. Notice if we see doubles of ourselves, and that everything that we see is a reflection of what's within. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about these symbols. Are they saying something specific to you? Subscribe for more, and take care till next time.